This is the scariest part. Oh, I'm gonna need ink. I am stressed. Just a little bit, but it's okay. Basically, when you haven't used your Cricut machine in a really long time, you have to recalibrate it so that way it knows where to cut it. Also, I'm finding out that I did in fact not pack a USB-C charger. So instead of driving all the way to Dallas, I'm like, should I just go to Five Below and buy one for $5? Hello, good morning. I literally didn't film in the stores because it was insane. Like, who would have thought that the burbs would be more cutthroat than the city? And then the right line. Okay. Yay! She's complete! She has been calibrated. Look at it. Isn't it so crazy how it does that? If anybody's wondering what Cricut machine I have, this is what I have. I've decorated her over the years with love. It was the first ever name that my store had, and then we transitioned to We the People. So With Love was like my original one. This is the Cricut Explorer Air 2. We love her. Honestly, she's amazing. If you don't have a Cricut, you should get one. Like, I feel like everybody should have a Cricut. It can do so many things for you, and like, I love it. I love using the writing feature because you can buy pens. I have like all the pens in my apartment. Oh, my bad. I have all the pens in my apartment, and you can put them into this clip and literally program what you want it to write for you, and it'll write in like any type of font. It'll write in cursive, it'll write in typewriter, like literally anything. I will say there is a learning curve to learning how to use it. It took me a good couple months, and then I'd get frustrated, and then I'd pick it back up again. But once you get it down, it is all good. And then I also will say that like you'll kind of remember how things go. So now that I've calibrated it, I need to look through some designs. I would ideally love to do sweatshirts, and I honestly don't know when this vlog is going to come out. Probably after the fact of Christmas happening, so it's not like anything will be spoiled, but I really want to do sweatshirts. I'm also thinking about doing like sticker sets because I have all that stuff. I just need to like find the stickers or just like find ideas, customize the stickers, and then print them, laminate them, like do the whole process of stickers, which I can film. But maybe even do like a Yeti. I could do like a Yeti. That could be cute. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it for my brother, my sister-in-law, and my mom. They all work in education. And then my dad doesn't work in education, but he works in something different. But he has like a uniform versus they have like school mascots and stuff that they can wear, like pullovers and all that stuff for. So yeah, that is the plan right now. It's literally 12. I need to eat something, and then I'll be good to go. Literally, the stores were crazy. I don't even understand how it could be that hard. Also, last night, I almost impulsively bought a G7X, but I stopped myself because I do love my Osmo, and I have been neglecting her up until recently, so I need to use this first before I start going and buying the other stuff. I also asked for a light for Christmas for this camera. So I'm excited for that, like to see if I get that or not. Because I think that could really elevate photos, because you can take photos on here too. But I am a video gal through and through. Also, this coffee, I know, nobody crucify me. If you know, you know. But my coffee order for today was an iced triple espresso in a grande cup, blonde espresso, 2 sugar-free vanilla syrups, 2 pumps of peppermint syrup, and whole milk. So a latte. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. So a latte. It was so good and so cheap. And we love. I have decided and come to the conclusion that I do, in fact, need my iPad. I need it for these projects. I love you. So I will be going back to Dallas Let's do a fit check, because why not? She's nice and baggy. I also just like, I love staring at people and being like, what the fuck are you doing on my street? I'm like, who are you? You know? Okay, let's go. Hey everyone, it is much later in the day. It's currently 8:40 on Saturday night. I basically stopped vlogging after a certain point. I'll probably include it anyways, but me and my friend Taya were going to go to this like pop-up shop thing, and then we realized we had to do some digging. It wasn't in Highland Park Village, it was in something else that was definitely not in Highland Park. It was like in Louisville, so it was a little ways away, but no need to fret because they're also popping up at Texas Live tomorrow on Sunday. So we have planned to go then. So that'll be a tomorrow thing. Honestly, after that, like I got a lot of anxiety. And this is really what living with anxiety sometimes looks like, is you kind of shut down, and like, especially I know with vlogging and with just like filming your life, it can be kind of hard. A lot of people think like you have to be on all the time, and like you really don't. And so it just kind of is what it is. During my unemployment, have been just like very stressed. I just have like a lot on my mind and a lot on my plate. It sucks because this actually, I like wanted to make a TikTok about this, but the reason it sucks is because the holidays kind of ruin everything. I already have like trauma surrounded from the holidays that I kind of inflicted on myself back in college. Which I don't know if I've ever talked about on here, but maybe you can find it in one of my college vlogs. But I have constantly been trying to heal this time of year for myself for the past couple of years. Since it happened freshman year, you know, it's been a good while because I've realized that I've almost been in/out of college for many years now. But I've like really been trying to have a good attitude. For whatever reason, I put a lot of pressure on myself, like just in a lot of things, but specifically in gift giving. I am not very good / I have been working on it in therapy to articulate my appreciation for things and people more. It's something that I've kind of always had trouble with, mostly because it's like, I, for a really long time in my life, like thought it was a weakness, and it's just like very hard for me to vocalize my appreciation. Like I'm always thinking it, but I don't say it as much as I think it, and as much as I should. And so I feel like I have a lot of guilt when it comes to Christmas or like, no, honestly, just Christmas. Because my birthday is like a month before, and I get presents for both essentially. And then also like, it's kind of interesting because I know that a lot of people will do like, they'll just buy little Christmas presents throughout the year. And it like helps. And so I thought about doing that, and it kind of is like, you know, you have all year to think about Christmas, but I also know that like, it's not fair for you to think about Christmas all year. So I just have like a lot of internalized guilt around not giving or affording like the biggest, best present. And like, I always want to give back to my family because they've given me so much. And like, even now during my unemployment, it's been extremely difficult for me to ask for help and for me to accept it. And I also worry about my parents all the time, about their well-being and about their finances. Because they are only getting older, you know, as we all do. And so it's really been stressful for me to like ask for presents when like, I was like, I literally don't need presents this year. It's okay. But like being asked for a list and like all my stuff is very practical and like on Amazon. And I'm thinking I'll do like a haul, I guess. But, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I feel a lot of guilt. It's really hard. And so during this time of year, I'm always very on edge. I always have way more anxiety than normal. And I like kind of regret / feel guilt for everything I hadn't done or haven't done or didn't do in the year, and like all the money I didn't save, and it just kind of goes in a loop. Anybody with anxiety and like guilt-driven anxiety knows what I'm talking about. It just like, it cycles and cycles and cycles, and the only person that can really get me out of that is my mother. And so, yeah, it like kind of makes me emotional, but I'm not gonna cry. I'm not. But yeah, so I kind of got a lot of anxiety today, and spiraled, talked to my mom, and then we've kind of regrouped. So now we are here. I have decided to do my resin pens this year, because earlier in this vlog I was talking about like, you know, do I do sweatshirts? Do I do this? Do I do that? I went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and both were not that busy, thankfully, because busy places just amps up the anxiety. But I, after talking to my mom, have decided to do pens. A lot of people love my pens. I love doing pens. If you don't know what a resin pen is, basically, and again, this will come out later, but this is the pen, right? It's just a normal black ink pen. I used to use the Inkjoys, but the thing about Inkjoys is that you have to have a Dremel or like a nail, like an electric nail file, because like Inkjoys come with the little clip on, and then it also has like a little design thing right here, and you have to saw it off, and so it just takes a little bit more time. But this year I found these, which are like already pre-smoothened for you, and like, which is like literally amazing. And I found them at Hobby Lobby in a 12 pack, and they're gel pens. I don't know how good they are. I guess we'll see, but I mean, it's a pen. How bad could it be, you know? Basically, this is the base. And I use the print and cut feature on my Cricut. And so this year I am doing, right now I'm working on my brothers and my sister-in-laws. So for my sister-in-law, she loves Harry Potter. She loves anime. I want to say Demon Slayer is the one. I don't really know anything about anime, but I'm pretty sure it's that one. And then, and so I think this one is from an anime, but it's like a cute little cottage. So we love that. And then I've got Demon Slayer. We love. And then I've got the Harry Potter, like, characters, and then the castle and stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. And then for my brother, this is basically how they come out, is I print them on just a regular inkjet printer. I just use whatever my parents have. I have a printer at my apartment, but that I've done this with, but I don't know what it is. I just know it's HP. And it uses number 65 ink, so whatever that means. But for my brother, I'm doing The Mandalorian, Stranger Things, and then Jurassic Park. He loves all of these things. So I'm going to do these, and then as of right now, everybody will be getting 3 pens. I typically do them in packs of 3. But also my brother and sister-in-law started at a new ISD, because again, they're teachers. So I also found some cool logos online from them. Sometimes I'll create my own, sometimes I won't. It really just depends on like what the theme is. This one is like shows and like TV shows and stuff like that, and I love the way that these ones look together, like in a pack. So I'm excited about that. I already wrapped these 3, and then they basically have to go on a spinner which looks like this. This is the spinner. Typically, sometimes you can do foam, but this can be used for pens. It can be used for cups. It can be used for so many different things. But basically, you stick the wheel on the thing, the pens get stuck in it, and it spins. Now, I want to say my first year, before even Christmas came around, I had tried to do it without the spinner. Bad idea. Don't do that. The spinner really is key because the resin, which is like epoxy essentially, this is the brand I have. I've used many different resins. They're all kind of the same to me. You just have to give enough time for it to cure because it does take at least 2 days. At least 2 days to cure. So I got to start now because I have not cured them all the way, and that's been a disaster. You need the spinner for the resin to like just level out. Also, resin is like super strong, so it melts stuff. And I don't have gloves here anymore, so I found these things at Hobby Lobby in the aisle of all the resin, and it's a resin mold silicone finger protector. So you just put it on your finger and you know, spread it around. So I think that'll work really well. I'm excited to see how that goes. There is like dried up resin on my spinner from last year. And the thing about resin is that it's equal parts, so it's A and B. And if it's old, if it doesn't have enough of either, it will not like solidify. So like that stuff has been on there for a year now and it's still sticky. So, yeah, now it's on my hands. Love that for me. So that's the tea on that. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I'm going to roll my brothers and then I'm going to stick them on. I'm going to resin them. And then they should be good to go. I'm thinking, okay, if I start them now, I need to find more of these because the spinner holds 8, but I only have 6 of these. And honestly, I did in fact spread everything out, so I don't know where everything is. That's my bad. Take care of your stuff, guys. It's very therapeutic. I'm gonna calm the frick down. I'm watching Les Mis. I need to drink some water. I need to put some lip balm on. And everything will be okay. It'll all be good. Let's go. Now, you might be thinking, Kayla Marie, shouldn't you do this with gloves? And the answer to that reason, yes, I should be. However, we will not be doing that. Okay? Don't ask why. So, I have a sock. A very old sock. It's got holes in it. Whatever. You can get one of these spinners literally anywhere. Like at any craft store. So, yeah. So we're gonna push that on. Put the stopper on the outside. It doesn't fall off. Because it will be moving slowly over time. So we've got A and B. A and B. You need equal parts of each. And you want to try to not touch literally any of it. Like, I kid you not, don't do it. Because it is extremely hard stuff to deal with. Okay. We're only gonna do, like, I kid you not, like 1, 2, 3. I will say A is always stickier than B. B is not that sticky. It's more like greasy. And to be honest, I don't really know like what the different properties are. Like kind of like in nails, like monomer and polymer. I don't really know. But yeah. So you're like 1, 2, 3. Perf. She's at 5. And you don't really want air bubbles per se. I personally don't really care about air bubbles in mine because it is like a smaller work piece.